Yellow by Coldplay, another technical focus track in this grade. So what they're looking for are clean transitions. This song features lots of changes between the hi-hats, trashy hi-hats, ride cymbal crash, and also a bass drum solo, which happens later on in the track. Starting off, we have F forte dynamics, so make sure you come in nice and loud with the first beat. Be careful of the slight variation on bar 4, where we have 2 bass drums at the beginning instead of 1. Boom, boom, gap, boom, boom, gap. And a fairly simple fill at the end of the second line on bar 8, which is 8 notes or 2 lots of coffee. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and coffee, coffee. The verse drops down in dynamic to mezzo forte, MF, so make sure you bring it down after the fill. Nice and chilled. And what's interesting about this verse is that it actually only has 6 bars before it repeats. Most songs usually have 8. So what can help is counting the bars again, all the way up to 6, and then you'll notice there are repeat marks and you have to repeat the verse again. After the second repeat of the verse, you have to switch to trashy hi-hats. Trashy hi-hats are where you take your foot slightly off the hi-hat pedal, and that will change the sound as the hi-hats open up. So here's how it sounds if I play 1 bar closed hi-hats, 1 bar trashy. Open up. After the trashy hi-hats, we go straight onto the ride for the chorus, where we switch to F forte again, so make sure you bring it up. Nice and loud. On the 4th bar of the chorus, on bar 20, be careful because there's an extra snare drum. And right after that, we have to play a crash, right on the other side of the kit. It can be tricky playing crash cymbals when you're playing the ride because you have to move over, but you'll get used to it after a little bit of practice. Here's how it sounds. Now on bar 23, we have the bass drum solo. Make sure you play them nice and clear. You can also count every single beat to help. And then we have slightly tricky coordination at the end of this bass drum solo, where we have to play bass, snare, and tom-3 all together, and then snare and tom-3 on their own. That will sound like this. A common mistake is playing all 3 at the same time. So you may need to slow it down to work on separating that coordination. Here's how the whole bass drum solo sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Make sure you finish off with a nice, strong ending. 2 bass drums at the beginning. Sounds like this. And again, we have 6 bars instead of the usual 8. So in case you're missing the ending, make sure you count all 6 bars and end on the final crash. We hope you enjoy playing this track, and we'll see you in the next one.